Time is 9 minutes to 6. As I mentioned earlier, Scotland has become the first country in the UK to make it a crime to smack children. Parents and carers are currently allowed to use reasonable force to discipline youngsters, but the Scottish Government wants children to have the same protection from assaults as adults. MSPs at Holyrood, the Scottish Parliament, passed a bill introduced by the Green MSP Mr Finnie. Our correspondent Lorna Gordon has more details.
The joy of childhood. It can be noisy at times, occasionally challenging too. But what do those attending this preschool group in Glasgow think about smacking? Can hitting a child ever be justified?
You wouldn't get away with hitting an adult, so why should you do that to a child?
I'm surprised that there isn't one already, to be honest, and certainly not something that happened to me as a child and not something I would do with my child.
I think with smacking ban, I feel it's quite restricting for parents, and I feel that I don't think there's any need.
At the moment, parents and carers are allowed to use reasonable physical force to discipline their children. This bill will mean that smacking a child will become illegal here in Scotland, no matter what the circumstances. In 2002, an attempt to ban smacking here proved so controversial it had to be abandoned. Campaigners believe the legislation will make a real difference in protecting children.
Right now it's lawful for a parent to physically assault their child, and we think that's wrong. It's a fundamental breach of children's rights, and today this bill will seek to address that and remove the defence of justifiable assault so that assault is the same whether you're an adult or a child.
Opponents of this afternoon's vote at Holyrood, though, believe this is an intervention too far.
I think it's a very dangerous bill, essentially because you are now criminalising loving parents. So what is normal, the use of an occasional light smack by a parent, will now be a criminal offence.
There are moves to try and bring in a ban on smacking in Wales. England and Northern Ireland have no plans for similar legislation. It's expected to be a year until the law in Scotland comes into force, sending the message that hitting a child is always wrong and is a crime. Lorna Gordon, BBC News.
Anyone who's brought up children knows there are times when they have to be shown the difference between right and wrong. For a parent or carer, it's a hard thing to do. Romeo and Theo were playing nicely at this playgroup in Leith today, and even if they weren't, their mother says she would never, ever smack them.
Sometimes it comes naturally to people to maybe do that. I mean, it all varies from, I think, people's backgrounds and what they've been brought up with. But personally, I wouldn't. I think I just do naturally what comes to me. So to me, I would just put them on a wee time out or something like that. I would not smack them.
Until now, smacking was allowed in Scotland under the defence of justifiable assault. But today's ban means this is now illegal, giving children the same protection from violence as adults. It's the first part of the UK to do this. In Northern Ireland, smacking remains legal under the defence of reasonable chastisement, while in England and Wales it comes under reasonable punishment, though a bill is currently working its way through the Welsh Assembly, which could remove this defence.
Very few cases like this come to court. Actually, what it will mean in practice overwhelmingly is that as a society we are clear that physical punishment of children is not acceptable in Scotland.
What do we want? Equal protection! Ahead of today's vote to pass a ban into Scottish law, it was opponents of smacking who made their voices heard. But those who've campaigned to keep it as an option for parents say they are the ones with popular support.
If a parent taps a child on the hand and ends up with a police investigation into their family, or even a criminal record, that's massively negative for that parent, for their employment prospects and for the children themselves.
Supporters of the ban say parents and carers will now have to find other ways to show children how to do the right thing. Damon Green, ITV News in Edinburgh.